Good morning, everyone. This is Srikant Rajan. Welcome back to the stock market report from mpiinvest.com. Well, if you look at the stock market yesterday, it was something amazing. In fact, with all the weakness that was actually seen in all the few days, it's actually kind of reversed, and we could see the Nifty actually flying higher. It opened, lower, but then we could see, even though SGX 50 was indicating a big, gap down, but then we could see the market actually recover instead of a gap down. Before the pre-open market itself, we could see the recovery, and Nifty actually opened higher than the SGX Nifty. So from there, we could see the Nifty on a continuous rise for the entire day. In fact, afternoon after the European markets opened, they also started rising, and that gave extra power to Nifty. So of course, we were expecting some positivity from the HDFC Bank side, but unfortunately, HDFC Bank came with amazing results, and the rally was seen in Axis Bank and SBI. Oh my God! So what rally? We could see major rally being seen in the SBI and Axis Bank. They're among the top gainers yesterday. And if you look at the IT sector, we could see Infosys and Tech Mahindra actually opened lower, went down, but from there in the second half we could see the entire IT pack supporting the Nifty, and we could see the Infosys and Tech Mahindra supporting the IT sector, and we could see that movement in the Nifty. So that was something really good. So it was majorly, I would say, the banking stocks and the IT stocks, but otherwise almost every sector actually gained power yesterday. So that was something good. So definitely European markets, we could see a big U-turn in the UK, where the tax cuts were actually reversed. Yes, so they had earlier announced, the new Prime Minister actually announced a big tax cut, but then that has been reversed by the new Finance Minister, and just in a few days. So it is just in September's first week or something that they had announced it, and they already reversed it, and that probably gave some stability to the currency there, and that's exactly what gave some push in the European market. So one thing we could see, all the European markets could close in the green yesterday, and the same sentiment was seen in the US as well. So US again, so it's a result seasons now, and banks are doing really good, and that's of course expected. So same way yesterday, there's a Bank of America which came up with the results, and we could see Bank of America itself going up by almost 6% in the US, and that kind of drove the market, and we could see a big green candle there. Yes, so if you look at all the US markets, they've actually closed in a good green yesterday in a very strong manner. So naturally, with the result season on, this is something which is evident. And also, we've been discussing that the markets having oversold. So being oversold, any good news is enough to actually make the market go up. In fact, this is what we discussed last week also, isn't it? So that small good news actually drove the markets up, and we could see the Dow Jones almost closing up by 1.86%, and S&P 500 was up by 2.65%, and Nasdaq was up 3.43%. So this is where I am coming to. If you remember, last week onwards, we have been investing consistently into MO100 ETF, and that is something giving really good returns, isn't it? So that, right now, of course, it's not given, but the way if US markets start, performing well, it can give better returns. But it is on a longer period of time, not a short period of time. Understand that, because this rally doesn't mean that it's going to continuously rally from here. No, this is just a recovery. But then this system of going up and down is going to continue for some more time, and that is something which is expected, and we can see a long-term returns in this. But only thing is, at each dip we can look at an opportunity to invest into anything. That could be Indian market, the US market. Every market is right now in the good condition to actually invest. So Indian market, though they are not very fallen much, we are very close to even the 52-week high till date, but still we can actually expect Indian markets to actually do well in the coming years, as we have been discussing. So apart from that, if you look at the institutional buying and selling, yesterday the institutionals have actually supported the market in a big way, especially the domestic investors. So DIS have actually bought for almost 1,582 crores, while the FIAs have also reduced their selling and just sold for a very small amount of 372 crores. So that's something really good. So where the institutions are also on the, I would say on the positive side. So that can be seen as a positivity. But then with all the positivity that has happened in the US, definitely the global positivity is seen when, as I look at the markets today, the Asian markets are already in the green. Except I think Hong Kong is kind of almost flat. But even it's not a big rally, I would say. because Japan is up by just about 0.7%. And of course, things might change by the time the market opens at 9:15 in India. But then, I'm doing this, market report today early because today is Tuesdays and Tuesday is my BNI day. You know that, right? So that's exactly why we have a report earlier. So this is something which I want to share with you. The one important thing today, with all the market positivity, SGX Nifty is already trading close to 17,400 plus. So now definitely we could expect an opening close to between 17,400 and 17,450 with a big gap up of almost more than 100 points. But then it all, of course, I don't see anything negative coming in by the time the market opens. So we should have a good gap up opening today, and that is something that can be expected. So only thing that we should focus on today is the continuity of rally in the banks and the IT sector. So that's something needs to be focused, because IT sector has actually been performing, kind of trying to recover in after the results from Infosys and Tech Mahindra, except Wipro. All other IT companies have actually come out with good results. Of course, we could see Tata Elxsi falling down by almost 7 to 8%. So, the quarter on quarter, the profits have actually gone down slightly. And that's something which actually has put some, valuation issues with Tata Elxsi. It's already valued so much. So that's something I would see a common correction, but as a company, it is fundamentally still strong. But of course, one of the major reasons for why the Tata Elxsi's profit has gone down is because of the currency term. Yes. So, there's a lot of, they're a company that works into a lot of technology field. And it is not an IT company as such. So it is not an income always comes in dollars. So that's something which is kind of, having some impact. So that's something which can be seen, I'm keenly following. Let's see how and what we should plan there. So apart from that, if you look at most other IT sector is doing well, especially the big ticket IT sector like Infosys and Tech Mahindra, all of these HCL is also doing well. So yesterday we could see some small negativity in HCL, but then probably today that is majorly because Nasdaq was down, but now the Nasdaq actually closed really high, more than 3% up. Today we could see the IT sector, probably recovering. So that could be in focus. So again, banking sector is also doing really well. So, with SDFC results already good. Federal Bank also came with good results. And now Axis Bank results are due this week. We also have Kotak Mahindra and ICICI results coming by weekend. And the most important result I would say would be focused on SBI. So SBI, the way it's rallying, definitely people are already anticipating a very good result in SBI in the upcoming time. So that's something which should be on focus. SBI also probably can see some rally before the results. So these are things that we can expect from the market right now. So no more other stock-specific news for the day, but I would say the important levels for the day. So of course, 17,400 was a very important level, and that has been broken. So probably we could see a broken opening today, and if that is broken, naturally the resistance is broken, naturally could give some power. Now 17,400 to 17,350 can actually act as a support right now. So if that acts as support, then on the higher side, I would say the resistance is still seen at 17,500. So that's one level to be watched out. If 17,500 is broken, then definitely we could probably think of some, some bullish days ahead. So that's something that needs to be watched out on the higher side. On the lower side, of course, 17,350 to 17,400 is very important. And if that is broken, which I don't think might happen today, so unless something negative comes up, and I don't see anything negative coming up soon. So that's something we could watch out. So apart from that, for investors, definitely it's a good time. As you see, all the investment in the IT sector and the banking sector should actually start shooting up. That's something good. But then, of course, is this the Diwali temporary push? Of course, globally, it's not Diwali, but yes, generally it is if you see, generally October is a very bullish month, but now with all the global weakness, this October has not been great. So that means, there is some point of positivity coming in there. Results in the US have also started coming. So one important thing to watch today is in US, Goldman Sachs is coming with results, and also Netflix is one of a very heavy weight in Nasdaq. So that is going to come with results today. And if you remember, Netflix has in the last 2 quarters underperformed and has fallen big time after the revenue started going down after the subscribers, majorly because the password sharing of Netflix. So in fact, they have done a lot of changes there. They are bringing in a lot of restrictions, and they're also bringing in some new ways, new activities. In fact, compared to last quarter, I feel they should actually come with better results this time. So that is a kind of positivity which probably, if Netflix comes with good results, we could expect the US markets again, or especially Nasdaq, to see some recovery more. So if that happens, then probably we could see another gap up opening tomorrow. So that is something which can actually be concerning for people who have sold some calls. So that's something that we'll watch out. That's something about the Gold Club which I'm speaking. Of course, we will manage that, and things are always good. So this is why I always say stock market can never be predicted, but it can only be anticipated. Who anticipated such a rally in 2 days? So that's something probably we can look at. So let us see how the market behaves, and let us just perform based on that and make profits always. So of course, with that, this is Srikant Rajan signing off. But before we leave, do press the like button that motivates us, and do share this report with your friends and relatives to help them start investing together with us. Let us all grow together financially. Goodbye. Have a great day.